the world has got to understand that we're not being ruled by humans. What are we talking about? Reptile alien presence.
And what I saw, I wasn't prepared to see, because this thing was reptilian. It had a totally human form in every respect.
But some people are still going to be really freaked out about why a serpent. So what do you feel like the symbolism of the serpent is? Why would somebody want to build a serpent on a pyramid?
Does it suggest some sort of reptilian intelligence, some sort of alien connection with the Earth? Maybe. I don't know. Again, I don't go there in my work.
But there's something interesting about this eye, isn't there? It's got a vertically slit pupil. It's a reptilian eye. Well, that's kind of interesting.
So this leads to three possibilities. Either the ruling elite are trying to contact these ancient creators, or number two, they've already contacted these ancient creators and are being controlled or guided by them, or number three, they are the ancient creators, the ancient serpent kings of legend.
The Illuminati, as the popular term for them today, is a group which has been around for thousands of years on this planet. They came from off of this planet and interbred with humans. They are reptilian.
The people who the Illuminati fall into one of two categories. They are either full-blood reptilians shape-shifted into human form, or they are hybrid reptilians.
Ariel School, 19th September 94.
Just come and sit on these chairs along here. Did you all see something?
Yes.
Were you afraid?
Yes. It was just glinting in the trees. And there was a man.
And what did he look like?
His face was like this, and his eyes were down here.
I've never seen anything like it in my life.
It was the absence of noise I didn't like.
One of the most widely reported unidentified flying objects in recent times.
It had a soul, but that was down the bottom.
Sure, it wasn't an aircraft?
No.
Something that the Zimbabwe Air Force
have got?
It was like
in a disc. There's one thing sitting on the side, and another thing sort of like running up and down the top.
He had a big head and big black eyes.
I just thought it was some kind of alien from a different planet.
I was just a hard-ass journalist, sceptical as everybody would be. And it was the same story. And I started getting goosebumps.
And the stories are consistent. You think it's possible that one imaginative child had a story and kind of stirred the rest of them?
I don't believe. I honestly believe they saw something, but for me to actually draw a conclusion as to what it is, I don't think I could do that at this point.
What did it feel like when he was looking at you?
Felt scared. My heart kind of went faster and then slower and then faster and then slower. I thought the aliens would attack me.
Would attack you and do what? Hurt you?
Yes.
How would they do that?
I don't know.
The one thing I've told everybody is that you must realise we are dealing with children here.
Right.
And sometimes the imagination can get carried away with them.
It wasn't just Ariel School. There were a lot of different occurrences that happened over probably that whole week.
None of us saw it. We just happened to be in a staff meeting.
Child can't make that up. And I mean, children know when other children are conning them. And there were like about 100 of them.
I mean, you just felt nobody really cared. Who do you talk to? How do you understand it? It was just really hard.
At first, nobody took it seriously, and then when Reuters got hold of it, it got very serious.
On the other side of the world, an unusual visitor called into a Zimbabwean playground.
Something that a good friend of mine told me, and that really stuck with me, is the aliens projected an image into his head.
Somehow there was a message about pollution from the way he was staring?
Yes. All the trees will just go down and there will be no air and people will be dying.
You looked at those children, they were absolutely credible. Even on television, you can look at their faces and know if they're bullshitting or not, and they weren't.
Well, I was quite convinced that this was something genuinely mysterious and real, and that I needed to think about, if this is real, then what does that mean?
I think it's left me open-minded. So I think it's a bit arrogant to say that we are the only life in the galaxy or the universe.
There is a God, but there's also other things around that can't be explained. It's another creature.
I do believe that there is something out there, definitely.
You know, it's things that we will never comprehend in our lifetime. Maybe we don't have the capacity to understand it.
It really gave me a new perspective on life, the universe, and everything, really. I'm glad I would not have missed that for the world.
The day on which we discover it's not just us, that day will change the world forever.
We concluded it was true. They had seen these little people.
And if you saw him again, what would you do?
I'll ask him some questions.
What would you like to ask him?
I'll ask him what is he doing on Earth and what does he want with us.
And what they got planned according to their own agenda for ownership of us is going to be one hell of a war.
They're going to try to divide us, and because if you divide, you can conquer. And whatever you do, please don't turn on each other. The enemy is underground. They're on the moon.